everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of the Negative Degree Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Frostbite. As you can tell, I'm not the over-exuberant host that I usually am, which, when am I ever? I'm never all super cheery, happy. But this is the podcast where we take the phrase, positive vibes only, and we punch it right in the fucking face and set it on fire and do a lot of other things to it. As you can tell, this is another episode where I am tired as fuck, but I am also annoyed. So to give you a little recap, I did not go to bed until 8 o'clock earlier this morning. I woke up at noon. Could not fall back asleep. So then, what is like everybody else, most people do, got on my phone, and of course, there's a bunch of notifications. But one notification in particular that I saw is from someone who took one of my comments and decided to just take it out of context. And I want to say this right now. If you are watching this and you know who you are, you know exactly who you are. If you are watching this, from the darkest part of my heart, go kill yourself. Because you are a person who all you do is bitch and moan about how you're so alone and you're depressed and all this other bullshit. If you really feel like you have nobody, do the deed. And I mean that wholeheartedly. And this is coming from someone who has been through that and thought that I had no one around and nobody wanted me around and everybody was talking shit about me, which some people were. And almost got close to doing that deed. But I stopped myself because I got myself out of that mind state. There are some times where I still wish I would have ended my life. But if I would have, I wouldn't be able to shove what I've been doing and my small victories and successes in their faces. But this certain person is a constant annoyance, where literally every single post, it's always, I'm lonely, I wish I had somebody here, I'm so tired of people talking about me and all these fake people. But then on the other side, it's talking about how she wants to invite people over just to cuddle and all this other dumb shit. So yeah, you know who you are. I'm not saying names, and I don't care. And if you want to judge me, for anybody else who's listening or watching this, I don't care. It is going to be that kind of podcast today. Another thing that popped up on my phone was a notification for Tinder and Bumble. And as of today, I will be deleting both apps. Deleting and uninstalling. Because here's the thing. Dating or trying to get to know anyone in this town is fucking annoying. Especially when, let's go to the dating part. Now, the first episode I've done of this podcast, I talked about 2 women that I went on dates with. One was only just one date and an argument. The other one, it was a couple dates and a fucking disaster, catastrophe, in a fucking bomb. Basically, it was some crazy shit. Then, last week, the article about, the worst cities to date came out, and Wichita is number 2. And before that, I used to go around and I used to go like, man, is it just me? Maybe it's something wrong with me. And I will wholeheartedly say, I have a lot of problems. I have no problem saying that out loud. There are a lot of things about me that a lot of people don't want to be around or would want to date me. There are a lot of qualifications and things like that and criteria about me that people won't want to date me for. And I'm fine with that. There's a lot of things I need to change. Are they going to change suddenly? Probably not. certain things about my personality that I would not change, and also I will not change for a person, and I don't expect someone to change for me either. I'm not trying to remold someone in like my image, something like that, and that's what it feels like dating is, to a certain degree, because no one really knows what dating is anymore, and then with dating apps, they are the fucking worst because see, women, they can get dudes fucking anywhere. I've told this to a bunch of women that I know who are friends and associates of mine. Women can literally go outside, like outside of their door, and scream out, "I want dick right now." There will be a single file line a mile from the front of her door or porch to the next block. For guys, it is a fucking hassle. With dating apps, we're going to bars, going to clubs, going anywhere. And this isn't me trying to use male privilege and all this other bullshit because dudes are fucking stupid. There are a lot of guys who are fucking stupid. They are idiots. They ruin shit for a lot of other guys, and it is fucking annoying. Cut the shit out. But going back to where I am living, Wichita, or just Kansas in general, because this is the one state and one city that I've lived in where damn near mostly all the girls that I've met have been raped, abused, have so much fucking trauma, and I don't get it. I do not understand what is up with this fucking state that not only do the men here just decide, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want to these women, but also the fact that the women here, most of you, I'm gonna say most, because I'm not even gonna fucking generalize. I'm not gonna generalize. Most of you who have all this trauma and shit like that, you don't even try to work through it. You just fucking linger onto that shit. You think every dude is the fucking devil. Stop that shit. As someone with a bunch of fucking trauma, stop it. I don't see every single girl the same way like you see every fucking dude. And you probably look at me, oh, well, you haven't experienced. You want to know my experiences? I'm gonna even take it way further than that. Let's take a deep dive through this shit. So you want to talk about how guys treat you and shit like this? I've had the worst experiences with women, and I'm gonna even fucking include my own mother into this shit. From, I want to say about maybe like 10 years old until I became what I am now. My mom used to always talk shit about how I was fat, how I was ugly, how no girl will ever want me, how I would never be good enough for a woman. Almost every fucking day. Then, my first ever girlfriend, little 4'11" chick, didn't even really fucking like her, but I was like, hey, she liked me, let's see where shit goes. And already in my mind, I knew shit was gonna last that long, but I was like, this was the 14-year-old me, but like, let's see where this shit goes. This little bitch was trying to be a fucking low maintenance gold digger, was trying to get me to spend money on her. Literally, one of my birthdays was trying to get me to spend all my birthday money on her, and then just wanted me to just have everything revolve around her. Fuck no. Second girlfriend cheated on me within 3 months, and then lied about it. Now she's fat and ugly and was dating some dude that looked like Rufus from fucking Kim Possible. Girlfriend after that cheated on me with her ex because of some fucking cologne, and she just got horned up and shit, and then tried to say, oh, the first time it wasn't my fault, but the second time it was. What the fuck does that mean? Next girlfriend after that, who I thought I was going to fucking marry, we used to literally talk about it. We were together for 5 years. Would talk about how we would get married. She was going to be the girl that I was going to take her virginity. She had never had sex. She was waiting till marriage. All that stuff. She broke up with me the night of my mom's funeral. Had the funeral earlier that day. Had to drive from Chicago down to Mississippi where I was living at the time. And the first person I called was her. Telling her how I felt, telling her what was going on. And the next thing she said was, I think we should break up. Because she thought that she was leaving out the country. Then lo and behold, she didn't and then got with somebody else. That's fucking trauma. The person that you love the most breaking up with you because they think they were going to be leaving when you still do long distance. We were doing it anyway. And then you find out they didn't leave. They're with somebody else. They're still in the same state they were in. But they don't want you back. That's fucking trauma. That was one of those days where I legit was like, I wanted to end it fucking all. Then it was a constant thing of, am I good enough for the next person? Will I ever be good enough for someone? Those thoughts are always in my head every single day. Anytime I get with a new woman or new girl, anything like that, I'm always thinking that. Or how about just try to mess around with someone? Met a girl in Garden City. She was a friend of someone that I had met, but then she got back with her ex-boyfriend. So now I was trying to talk to the friend a little bit. Talking to her, be like, hey, I think we, our personalities match, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we should hang out a little bit more. Instant rejection. Telling me that, we weren't compatible, our personalities were different, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Then I found out she fucked every single black dude in the town. Now she's married to a cop. And now currently, still saying, oh, and actually no. I'll talk about how I even got to Wichita. So, met a girl on a dating app. Found out literally was just trying to have it to where it was just a hookup, but never really hit her up. Then June, July of 2018, 19, somewhere around there. Yeah, apparently the apartment complex she was living in had an active shooter. So then I hit her up, was like, hey, you okay? This and blah, blah, blah. We started talking from there. Then I was trying to move out of my dad's place because I got tired of living with him. Then she told me, hey, there's vacancies here. There's apartments open. Called the apartment complex, did what I had to do. Got my first place. 25 years old, got my own place now. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I got my own place. Got this girl I'm talking to. All I need is a job. Everything's fine. Everything will be fine. Yeah, she tells me she's talking to 4 other guys that live in different states and different towns. And because I was the closest person, I had a better chance. A better chance. 2 months later, she goes to see family in Florida, brings back a guy. Tells me that that's her boyfriend and that I have to be cool with it. After spending months and months and months of trying to get to know her, showing her that I'm interested, taking her on dates, telling me that I have to be cool with her bringing a dude from a different state, and now that's her boyfriend. When she told me that she didn't want to live with anybody and want to take things slow. Then apparently somebody was on my side because she found out the hard way that just because you like somebody doesn't mean that they're the right person for you, because he was beating the shit out of her and then got her knocked up. And then she found out that he was fucking around with his ex-girlfriend and got her pregnant too. So then she kicks him out. And she couldn't afford to get an abortion. So she most likely still has the kid because it's been almost 2 years. And then got with somebody else and left to go to Ohio or whatever. Last time I saw. So anybody wants to talk about trauma? I'll talk about one more girlfriend. One more. A girlfriend who would get pissed that I used to work around a lot of females, but then all of her friends were guys, and then we're like, oh, don't worry about it, isn't that blah blah blah. They would verbally abuse me, telling me that nobody else would want me. That she would be the only one that would want me. I was ugly. I was stupid. I was fat. I was this. I was that. And then when I decided to break up with her, literally her family was on my side. And I'm usually not a person to give anybody a second chance. Because if you hurt me, I'm done with you. You showed me the real side of you that I don't want to see. But when her mom calls me and tells me that I should take her back and forgive her, that was when I did. Then I broke up with her again because she started stripping. She got money hungry, which she already was because she came from money. Her dad was a gang member and a drug dealer. He got killed in jail. So then she became a trust fund baby. Spent all her money on a bunch of fucking high priced clothes and shoes, a Porsche truck, all this other dumb shit. Then that money ran out. So then she tried to do the quick thing, became a stripper, started dancing, doing all this other different stuff. And then would get on me about the clothes I wore. And why I don't have my hair cut every week. And why I don't do this. And why I don't do that. Why I don't do that. Why don't I wear this? Why don't I wear that? And I got to the point where I was like, you know what? You never changed. You didn't change. You didn't do anything. And broke up with her ass. That's fucking trauma. When you go from the person who was supposed to take care of you to literally someone you thought was the love of your life, and every single day you have the same thing going on in your head. You got your mom's voice in your ear saying, you're a fat piece of shit, you're ugly, nobody will ever want you. And then you got the memory of the person that you love the most, the person you thought you were going to be with for the rest of your life. And it's that constant clip playing of, I don't want to be with you anymore. We need to break up, this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking trauma. See, I hate the fact that I'm not trying to be cynical or try to make this all about me, anything like that. But it is a thing that I hate the fact that there's a whole thing of, toxic masculinity and all this other bullshit. Because it's not. See, toxic masculinity on a certain level, it is not about not showing emotions, anything like that, or shit like that. I show emotions here and there, but I don't have the constant need to have to tell someone how I feel or what I'm going through or shit like that. And I hate the fact that the whole toxic masculinity thing is a fucking thing, because I was just being a man at a certain point. Now, yes, real men do show their feelings. They do. I show it something like most of the time. But when it has to be a thing of, you have to share everything. Like, no, I don't have to share everything. I want to hold certain stuff in. Because if I shared every little thing, I'd probably be in fucking jail or a psych ward. But going back to what I was saying earlier with these dating apps, I'm officially done with all of that shit. Because usually what I get is a bunch of girls who, they say they're around town. I never hear from them. They don't know what the fuck they want either, which is annoying. There's literally put on their post, I'm not sure what I'm here for. I'm just like, then what was the point of making a fucking Tinder or Bumble or POF or whatever the fuck other dating app? What was the point? I know the point. So you can promote your fucking OnlyFans. You're on a fucking dating app promoting OnlyFans. You won't date somebody, but you'll meet up for a hookup, or, if they pay for it, or just to promote your fucking OnlyFans so they can pay to see you virtually. I hate I was born in this generation. I hate that I live in this town. There are still days I hate that I'm still fucking alive. Not even joking. I hate how there are no such thing as values anymore. And if you're out there saying, "Oh, there's still values," no, the fuck, there's not. When literally I hear so many people talk about what they want in a man or a woman or anything like that, there's no values in it. Especially now. Because look at the role models that there are. It's fucking Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and all these other stupid fucking rappers and celebrities who are shit. And I say that personally. They are shit. They are shit. When you looking up to a former fucking stripper and a fucking retarded dumbass in Cardi B and all these other rappers who don't even have a fucking brain cell, can't even put a fucking sentence together without slurring their words. This is the shit that we get. And I wish we could burn the earth to ashes. I wish the sun would fall out the sky right now and have a supernova and just burn everything and just start everything over. Because this is the world that we live in. This is legit the world that we live in. When there are no such thing as values, when we can even go out, when you legit can't even go out just to have fun because people always have to ruin it. Literally saw it last night. Out DJing with a friend of mine, having a great ass time. It's getting close to last call. Niggas start fighting. And yes, I said niggas. Then just ruins the entire night. They gotta lock all the doors, close the gates so nobody comes in trying to shoot and shit. Heard there was fucking guns in the parking lot. Sad. It's really, really sad. You go out to the clubs and stuff like that. They got to pat you down 15 times because a motherfucker might have something on them. You try to talk to somebody and they act like they're the hottest thing in the fucking world when they're not. Got the dude who's got to flash all his money around just to get girls. And they all flock to him because, oh, he's got money. He's this and that. Then when you actually do meet someone that's somewhat decent, it doesn't even feel the same. You feel like it's a joke and it's a prank and something's going to happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you always have that constant doubt and fear in the back of your mind that, all right, when is that next shoe going to drop? When are they going to break? When are they going to break my heart? When is their true colors going to show out? And sometimes it does happen. Sometimes you'll find that person who, when you first meet them, they seem perfect, and then a few months down the road, you see how they really are, and then you go, "Why was I with this person?" And I've had that a lot. I've spent my entire 20s, well, most of my 20s. I got 2 more years. But I've spent the last 7 years, about to be 8 years of my 20s, dating different people, messing around with different women, and then trying to find just a decent woman. Just a decent woman. And it honestly feels like they aren't out there. And that's when I go back to that question of, is it just me? Is it just me? Is it my personality? Is it the way I look? Is it the way I think? Because that is a big one. Is it the way I think? Because I don't have the mind state that a lot of people do. And I know everyone says that. Everyone thinks that they're different from someone. But I can legit prove that I'm different. And that's another thing I hear a lot from a lot of females. It's, oh, I'm different. I'm a different breed. I'm a different type of chick. I'm just like, when you say that same standard edition bullshit, that shows me that you're not different. And guys do the same thing. It's, oh, I'm a different dude. I'm a different kind of guy. I'm this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I've said it before, but I've always proved how I'm different. And being in Wichita and being in Kansas, that's a low fucking bar. It really is. It really is a low bar to show a woman, to show a female how different you are from other guys. Because for one, I don't hit women. I don't abuse women. I don't rape women. I don't talk down or berate or anything like that. I actually try to take care of you. I try to be on your side about a lot of stuff. But then also, I will check you if you step out of line or let you know, hey, you were wrong about something. That's what a lot of dudes don't do. See, what a lot of guys will do is we'll agree with all your dumb bullshit just so we can get in your pants and just get some pussy. That's how I'm different. See, I don't really care if I get some pussy from you. I'd rather have your company and have you think I'm a good person than have sex with you and then think I'm an asshole. There are times where even when we are friends, I'm a little bit of an asshole because I tell you when you're wrong and when you need to chill the fuck out. That's the difference. That is the real true difference. When you actually meet someone who is just chill and cool, but then when you get out of line, we don't just try to agree with you or be on your side. We're still on your side, but then we also tell you where the hell you went wrong too. And if you're a real woman, you accept that. Now, I'm not here trying to talk down to women and stuff like that, but done like that. Because trust me, I hate dudes too. I hate the fact that I am a man in this era of men who don't know how to treat women. And also men that act like fucking women. Because that shit's fucking annoying. And I'm not talking about gay men or trans men transitioning men and turning into women. No, I'm talking about straight dudes who try to act like a bitch. This world is legit going to hell, and I wish it would just happen already. Out of all the shit that's going on in the world, every day doesn't surprise me. All the shit that happens in the world, it doesn't fucking surprise me. Because this is what we did. And when I say we, I mean we as a people, as a nation, as a country, as all that shit. You know, I don't want to be looking at TV or on social media and they talk about they just abolished or whatever Roe versus Wade. No one should give a fuck what a woman does. If it is her body, let her choose what the fuck she wants to do. We are always trying to put religion into fucking everything when it comes to a decision about a woman. Let them decide what the fuck they want to do. Why are we letting fucking religion into our politics? I actually saw, it was actually a video I watched, and I think it was Samantha Bee, whatever the fuck her name is. She was interviewing like certain women that from different religions and stuff like that. In every other religion, aside from fucking Christianity, abortions are permitted. There was literally one woman who was like, abortions are crucial and necessary, especially when the woman's life is in danger or the child's life is in danger. Only in America, with the Christians, is abortion's like this huge taboo thing. I'm like, it's not. And I was talking about this the other day where we have this stigma that everything has to be black and white. Everything has to be black and white. Why can we not see the gray? Do you get what I mean by that? Does anybody get what I mean by that? Because I'll explain it. When you have two things, you need to see something in the middle. See, here's the thing. If you want to have the shit with fucking abortions, make it to where it is necessary. But if it's a certain person who they abuse that shit, who they're out just fucking everybody, and just doesn't want to get fucking birth control, they're always constantly getting pregnant. Those are the people that you don't serve. But when you have rape cases or someone who, it was a mistake, it's like the first time or something like that, those are the people that you take care for. When it's life endangering situations, those are the people that you take care for. Don't think that every single woman is the same. Also, another thing, for all the rich assholes who might be wanting to vote on this or whatever, which is most of the fucking Republicans or just the politicians who want to vote for this shit, don't think that this abortion shit is all about the lower class, because that shit happens in the higher classes too. Actually, it happens more often in higher class with the money, with all the money people and their fucking kids having sex, or just all the fuck ups, or the idiot guys who are fucking raping women at like frat parties and shit like that, or fucking pedophile people who will be messing around with fucking little girls. That happens a lot in those rich neighborhoods. It's not just the lower class areas where you guys think it is. But they don't want to talk about that. Just like with prostitution. It's not just the lower class. It's the higher ups too. They're the ones who get in escorts and prostitutes and fucking them like behind their wives' backs. But then for the rest of the world, they want to go, oh, we need to make prostitution illegal. This is wrong. This is ungodly. Yeah, that person, probably the same person that's getting pegged in the ass. The same person that wants to go against gay rights probably has a gay lover. Yeah, today I woke up and chose violence today. Because I just don't care anymore. It is baffling how the world has changed. And it's not for the better. We have all these stupid rules and laws about how people want to be treated when no one knows how they want to be treated. I know how I want to be treated, considering I'm a black man from Southside Chicago, now in the fucking middle of America, aka white nation, where I don't know if I'll be able to see the next day, depending on where I'm at. It's sad when I would rather go back to Chicago, which I can't afford now, but I'd rather move back to Chicago, where I'd probably be more safe than living here and get fucked with. Because I see it firsthand. See, people think that, this is an over-exaggeration that, oh, black people don't get messed with that much. Really? You really think we don't get fucked with that much? I can tell you firsthand experience. Before I moved to Wichita, I was living in Garden City for 5 years. I've never been fucked with so much as a black person in my life. And before I moved to Garden City, I was living in Mississippi. Literally, fucking lynch mob of America. I was about 3 miles away from a fucking plantation. Not joking. A fucking cotton field plantation. That was less racist than living here. I had no problem. For 6 months, the 6 months I was in Mississippi, I was happy. I didn't know a lot of stuff, but the communities and stuff around there, nice. It did suck having to drive 20 minutes to go to Walmart or having to drive an hour to go to the nearest mall. But hey, I knew if anything happened, I was going to be fine. I literally had a sheriff pull up to our house because dog got out and got into our garbage can and had garbage fucking everywhere in the yard. He came out, helped me pick up trash and shit. He didn't have to. Coolest shit ever. The only time I will say, actually no, one of the times I'll say it was a cool fucking police officer. Second was a neighbor that I had when I was in Garden City who was a cop and helped me out a couple times. But when you're driving down the street and a cop sees you in your car and he pulls you over saying that you weren't wearing your seatbelt when you literally had your seatbelt on the entire time. And I keep telling him, oh, hey, I have my seatbelt on the entire time. And he's just talking over you. Just keep talking over you, talking over you. Keep saying, license and insurance, blah, blah, blah. And you're not trying to escalate the situation, so you give him the stuff. And then tries to say, oh, it shows that you don't have insurance. Just because I didn't have the most recent insurance card on me. And I'm trying to tell him, oh no, I do have insurance. I just don't have the newest card. And still try to say, I don't have insurance. So then, going through all the bullshit, gotta go to court for it. Then the shit happens again and again. Then having another cop who basically seems like he's following you everywhere you go. It's little stuff like that. And you can go, oh, that's just small town stuff. No, that's to scale. That is legit to scale because that's what they do in bigger towns. 2 black people, 2 Mexicans. Literally saw it firsthand last week where a cop was following a guy who comes to the bar that I go to because he was a former gang member. So he had to hide out so the cop didn't pull him over. Then the cop finally leaves, and then he was able to go home. Someone who is legit trying to straighten himself out. Guy's a fucking barber. Literally is a fucking barber. He quit being a fucking gang member. He doesn't associate with the shit anymore. Trying to go on the straight and narrow. And they still fuck with him. They don't do that to fucking white people. I see that shit all the time. They don't fuck with white people. They fuck with us. It's white people literally walking around everywhere doing dumb shit. Look at all the active shooters. They don't want to call them a terrorist or anything like that. They always say, oh, they're mentally unstable and shit like that. But when niggas and shit be out there fucking, shooting up a neighborhood or something, oh, we're terrorists, we're thugs, when they really want to say we're niggers. We're all these other terrible things because they don't want to say the N-word. We get labeled as those things. But a white person shoots up fucking Vegas or Pennsylvania or any other fucking state and shit like that, have fucking assault rifles, military grade artillery. Oh, they're mentally unstable. I don't understand why they would do something like this. It's because they're fucking crazy. Yeah, they're fucking crazy. I said it. I don't care. They're fucking crazy. I'll take it up another fucking level. They're fucking retarded. There's something wrong with them that instead of you trying to take care of it, you just was like, oh, it's whatever. And then we got to the point where they came to school and shot up the fucking school and the teachers and the classmates. And then what do? You say, oh, it's they plead insanity or shit like that. Was that one dude, Kyle Rittenhouse, whatever? I'm not sure about the entire story about that shit. That dude should be in fucking jail or dead somewhere. Him and a dude, fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine, should be fucking strapped together right now and have a Mexican firing squad on both of them, like at the ready. And I'm not racist to say Mexican. I'll just say a fucking firing squad. A 30-man fucking firing squad. Rifles at the ready, aim, and fire. Cocked and loaded. See, this is the reason why I wanted a podcast. It's not for me to sound depressed or anything like that. This is to tell you all the truth. This is to show you a different perspective in life. You want everything to be positive and want peace and all this other bullshit. When in reality, there is no peace. There won't be peace for a long, long time. I told someone this months ago, it was someone who they say they're a huge, sorry about that, but they told me they were atheists. They told me they were atheists, but they said they had hope for the future and that things would change. And in my mind, I'm damn near close to being fucking atheist at this point, but I was like, yeah, there's no fucking hope. There is no hope in the world at all. I say I hope for things all the time, and shit doesn't fucking happen. I need to stop, to be honest. I do say hope. I say hope and hopefully and shit like that when I talk to people, but I need to stop. But I told this person, because they have mixed kids, and she hates the fact that she said that she hopes that the world would change to where they don't get discriminated and stuff like that. And I looked at her and I said, that would never fucking change. It could be 50 years or even another century in the future, and everybody is fucking mixed race and everything like that. There's no such there might be pockets of white people and black and Mexicans. Well, actually, I even give those scenarios. Literally everybody on earth could be mixed. There's no more black, no more white, no more Spanish, no more this, no more that. Nothing. Everybody is mixed with something. There will still be a group of people who will think they're superior because they are 30% this or 40% that or whatever. Because as humans, better yet, as Americans, the one thing that we love is to argue and think that we are better than a certain group of people. And that's the truth. That is the damn truth. Don't believe me? Look through history. Look at all the wars that we've gone through. Look at all the pain and suffering we've gone through. It's because there was a certain group of people who thought they were better than another class of people. Whether it was another class, another race, another wealth, anything like that. Look at all the shit we had to go through through all the centuries and centuries and how we became America. Yeah, there are people who have changed their minds and want there to be a better place to live for everyone. And I want to be that person. I do. I want to be that person. But I don't think it's going to happen. Why do I think that's going to happen? Why do I not think it's going to happen? Let me just look around. When you have the experiences that I do, and you see the things that I see, and you see the thing that's happening around the world, when you have personalities on TV showing their true colors, or when you're hearing about the war that's going over in the Ukraine with Russia, and people care more about that, and literally a personality, an analyst on TV literally says, well, we care about this because these are white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. That's showing true colors. And that's really what people care about. It's not, oh, well, Russia needs to be stopped. It's, oh, Russia's invading another country that has a bunch of white people in it. It's white people fighting other white people. That's how I feel about it, at least. Do I want Ukraine to stop fighting? I do. Do I care about Ukraine? To a certain degree. I'll be completely honest, to a certain degree. I do care about Ukraine going through all their fucking shit and their crisis. But I care about it from a certain human feeling. Because no one should ever have to be in a situation like that to where they can't go home, they can't eat, they're literally getting their houses, invaded, and then they have nowhere to go. That is the smallest part of the human that's still left in me. Now for Russia, I can give two fucks. Do I want to go to war with Russia? Hell no. Because I know if that shit happens, it's going to be a draft, and my black ass will end up being the first person listed, and I don't want to. I'm not war ready. We have military and army and stuff like that, but I don't want them to go either. I have friends who are in the military and in the army, and the Air Force, and the Navy, and I don't want them having to go fight. Now, when it's something that could have been avoided, and I know it's going to be someone who's going to be like, oh, this is all Biden's fault, and thanks Obama, and let's go Brandon, and I was like, stop. You people want to blame Biden and Obama for everything, yet fucking Trump was the one that came out with the vaccine, and you even want to take that shit. You're fucking retarded idiots. The president that you voted for came up with something, and you still don't want to take it. Something that could help your life, help the rest of the world get rid of fucking COVID. The guy that you voted for, I won't say help make it, but made the steps to getting a vaccine made, and you idiots still don't want to fucking take it. I hope you catch it and it ends your fucking life. That's how I really feel about it. If you really think that getting a vaccine is going to hurt you or do anything like that, I hope you catch it and you fucking die. And if you think that's harsh, I told the same thing to my own fucking father, who caught it and almost died in December. and he still doesn't want to get the fucking vaccine. And I told it to him straight to his face. So that's how serious that I really am. The man who I came out of his nutsack and had to take care of for almost 2 months, thought I was going to lose him. Literally cried because I thought I was going to lose my own dad. Because not only did he have COVID, but he was having kidney failure and he had pneumonia. And I find all this out the day of my mom's birthday, November 23rd. I'm laying in bed, and I can tell something was different because his voice was hoarse. Sounds like he could barely breathe. He's telling me all this stuff, being like, oh, I'm fine. I need you to come up here, bring me some stuff, blah, 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 blah. I call the hospital. They're telling me he might not fucking live. He's on 12 liters of oxygen, which is way too high. One kidney isn't working, which I think he only has one because one of them is his other one. They found like cancer cells in, so they end up taking it out. Then telling me on top of that he caught pneumonia somehow. And then my dad, being the usual asshole that he is, the semi-racist bastard, tries to blame his Asian doctor, his Asian, not physician, but his Asian back doctor who he's been seeing, tries to blame the shit, try to say, oh, I probably caught it from him. And I called him out on it. Like I said, I want the world to change. I really do. I'm not hoping for it. I'm saying I want it to change. But at the same time, when I see how shit is, I just want everything to burn. I want everything to burn to the fucking ground and just everything restart. Because maybe then people might have sense. But then probably not, because as the age-old saying goes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm going to end the podcast on that. Thank you for watching and or listening to the Negative Degree Podcast. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, at DJ Frostbite. If you want to rewatch this, it's on YouTube. Same, on DJ Frostbite. Look under the Negative Degree Podcast. Maybe next week, this will be a little bit cheerful, a little bit more cheery, maybe. Because I still want to have fun on this podcast. Because negativity doesn't have to be a downer. But today I felt like this needed to be said. It annoys me to a point, but it needs to be said. If you feel offended, today I don't care. I really don't. I don't care if you're offended. If you're offended by it, you don't have to listen to it. And also that shows to me that you're small-brained and you're small-minded. Because legit, what I'm saying today is the truth. Now, yes, I might have said some other stuff in there that doesn't pertain to a lot of situations, but that's just my experience. But it's stuff that I wanted to get off my chest and to share my experience. Now, there will probably be other podcasts like this, depending on how I feel, because I am a little shitty today and a little bit depressed, which is one of the reasons why I got on Twitter, Tinder and Bumble, but that will be deleted. Matter of fact, let's do that now. Live right now, you will all see me get rid of fucking Tinder and Bumble. Pull it on my phone right now. Got it in hand. Alright, settings. Right. Probably can't see you right there. I'm waiting for, it's not gonna fucking focus. But delete account. Pause my account. Nope. Delete. Are you sure you want to delete your account? Please let us know the reason you are leaving. I don't like Tinder. Submit feedback. We want to understand how to improve your experience. Why are you deleting your Tinder account? I wish they could show actually better things. So here are your choices. Here's, there's no one to swipe on. I have a poor experience on Tinder. App crashes too much. I have not met anyone from Tinder. I'm not getting any matches. I prefer other dating apps. I'll be honest, I'll go for the fourth one. I have not met anyone from Tinder, which I haven't. And I'll go, or you can pick more than one. So I'll do, I'm not getting any match. Well, I did get some matches, but I'll say I had poor experience on Tinder. Oh, they have a tell us more. All right, I'm gonna tell them off too. Let's see. Oh, let's put it this. This app sucks. Actually, no, that's what I say. I was like, is abhorrent. Let's use a big word to let them know how dissatisfied I am. This is supposed to be for hookups and meeting new people. But instead, it's nothing but spam bots and women promoting outside outside activities, I guess, like OnlyFans, and etc. Do better with this. Oh, no. Let me go back. Also, having to pay for matches, for better matches and selections is bullshit. This app needs to be deleted permanently. Delete my account. So that's one down. And I'm uninstalling. No more fucking Tinder. Now it's going to Bumble. Because Bumble fucking sucks too. Yeah, I don't care that I'm out of likes. Fuck it. I'm always out of fucking likes on this damn thing. Alright. I don't understand. There's another thing about fucking dating apps. Why are there fucking payment plans and premiums and shit like that? Delete account. You gotta type delete. Are you gonna? Oh, cool. They don't ask me no stupid fucking questions. That is going to. And uninstalled. And I am marking this day, May 6th, the day I got rid of Bumble and Tinder and any other fucking stupid dating app forever. No matter how depressed I get, no matter how mad and frustrated I get, I will never, and I want whoever's watching this or whoever hears this to hold me accountable to this. This will be like when like how somebody like gets way too fucking drunk and then they do AA and try to get sober and stuff and give them the chips, but then they fucking relapse or whatever. This is you holding me, all of you who are ever watching, holding me accountable. No matter what the fuck happens, I am never, ever getting on another fucking dating app, no matter what it is. Whether it's brand new, whether it's just fucking popping and it's got a bunch of people and it's got fucking success. Never. I will stick to meeting women in public, going to bars, in clubs, or wherever, even a fucking grocery store. I am done with that dating app bullshit. Because the people that are on there are fucking trash. And I do not need to be associated with that. That's something that I did when I had low self-esteem. I'm working on doing better with that, having better self-esteem and better self-confidence. Something that was very much diminished. But now I'm reclaiming it and learning who the fuck I am and having value in myself and learning how to have and learning to make people see the value in me. Now, I'm going to end the podcast. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a decent day. And stay negative, my friends.